beauties, welcome back to my channel. This is my favorite video every single year. Finally, today I will be showcasing and reviewing the new Ornament de Chanel holiday collection for 2019. I'm going to begin by opening up all of the pieces that I picked up, swatch them on my arm, I'll give you my initial thoughts and impressions, and then at the end I'm going to complete my makeup look because as you can see, I am very barefaced. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. I like to think of my channel as a pink, sparkly, positivity-filled bubble on YouTube where we talk about our love of luxury beauty, fragrance, and so much more. So if that sounds like something that interests you, go ahead and subscribe right now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another thing. This video is made even more special because it is done in collaboration with my fellow luxury lover on YouTube, Michele Wang. I'm sure most of you are already subscribed to Michele, but just in case you aren't familiar with her channel, she is a true leader of luxury on YouTube. She's an absolute star. You don't want to miss out on her content because she has some of the best quality videos that are available. I guarantee if you are so much as thinking about some obscure upscale launch, she has you covered. She literally does it all. She has an incredible sense of humor, amazing makeup style. From a personal level, she has always really inspired me to up my game and create better videos and higher quality videos. I value her opinion, and collaborating with her today has been a real joy. So Michele is also reviewing the new holiday collection today on her channel, and she picked up a couple pieces, including some lippies that I didn't get. So between the two of us, I think you'll have a great opportunity to see just about the entire collection. I will be sure to link her video and her channel down below so you can check her out right after this. I'm going to begin with the Eclat Magnétique de Chanel Illuminating Powder in the shade Metal Peach. All of these pieces are, of course, limited edition. They come in this really pretty special holiday packaging, and what sets the collection apart this year is the beautiful pattern. Last year was, of course, the lion, but this year the highlighter, all of the eyeshadows are embossed with the gaufrage effect, which comes from a vintage Chanel button, and the story of the Chanel button is really quite special. So every time they create a fashion collection, there's a new button. When the fashion collection is over, they take the mold of that button and they smash it so it can never be duplicated or recreated ever again. Every single time there's a new fashion collection, there is a brand new Chanel button. So they maintain a lot of their value, and each button represents an artisan and really just next level craftsmanship. You can find brands that will create fine jewelry out of old vintage Chanel buttons. So it's really quite special and part of the Chanel heritage. I love that they took that facet of the Chanel aesthetic and brought it to life with this collection. So you'll see what I mean when I open it up. It, of course, comes in the beautiful black compact with the gold CC logo for holiday. You get the half moon brush, which is really nice and convenient. And then this is what the compact looks like. It is so stunning. And you can see it is such a detailed pattern on top, so beautiful with the little CCs in the center. The Metal Peach Illuminating Powder retails for $70. The shade is very beautiful. It is this perfect peachy flesh tone. I think this is going to be beautiful on the majority of skin tones. It's not too light, it's not too dark. It's really kind of perfect. I was curious to see how this would compare to last year. So here is the new highlighter with the Lion de Chanel. And this is what they look like swatched. The Lion de Chanel is much more gold, whereas the new Metal Peach is far more light beige color. This is a real light fleshy tone, which I think is very pretty. You can even use this as an eyeshadow. I think that would be really stunning. And I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly put a little bit of this on my shoulders. It's hard to open up a new highlighter and not immediately put it on your face, but I am gonna wait until the end, but I just wanna dust a little bit of this on. I think this is going to be stunning for holiday parties because of the pattern, the color. I think this is just a really beautiful standout of the collection. So now I'm going to move on to the two single eyeshadows. Here I have the Hombre Premier in 58 Purple Brown, number 58, and then 56 Grandeur, which is a really pretty yellow gold. And these come with one little brush. which I think is pretty. I do like these little brushes, but I think because of the formula of these eyeshadows, it would almost be better to have a sponge because it's more of a creamy powder texture. The Ombre Premier Single eyeshadows retail for $36 each, and there are only 2 shades this year. Last year, I believe there were 4. And I think I received personally kind of mixed feedback from you guys about these shades in particular. I think a lot of people wanted something different or maybe some more cream eyeshadows, but I really think these are beautiful. I love a deep color like this because you can use this with just about anything that you already own. The gold is also very beautiful, and I believe the look in the campaign, or one of the main photos that you see for the entire collection, the model is wearing these 2 shades, not the eyeshadow quad. So that's what I'm going to try to come up with today. But the texture is so nice. These shadows are really creamy, really pigmented. I mean, that is stunning for creating smoky eyes, dramatic looks. It's certainly more of an evening shade, but if you don't already own deeper shades like this, it's always nice to have one in a single. And then when it comes to the gold, anytime I think of the holidays, I think of gold eyeshadow. So this is so beautiful. And the color of this gold is more of a deeper antique gold. It's not a true vibrant yellow gold. It's unlike anything I've really seen from Chanel in a single. So this is very beautiful. It's almost more of a bronze rose gold, perhaps. Next up, we have the eyeshadow quad. This is 342 Lumiere et Opulence. I am so excited about this. Of course, you get the little card inside that gives you a look 1, look 2, pretty standard, but this could be a good daytime evening guide if you need some extra inspiration. Beautiful black compact with the gold logo. And then the quad comes with 2 sponges instead. I love the appearance of this quad. I think you can see the detail of the pattern on top with the smaller pans. I'm saving this quad for my next video. I'm going to create an entire look dedicated to this palette. Maybe I'll do a day and a night, or maybe 3 looks, 1 palette. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm absolutely looking forward to playing around with this more. It is so beautiful, and these are more typical colors. This is kind of probably what I expected or would have wanted from Chanel for the fall collection, but they took a sharp left for the fall collection, but then they kind of came back around for holiday, coming out with a palette that is very neutral and easy and user-friendly. This is the type of palette that you can pull out for all of your holiday occasions, and you'll be able to create some really spectacular looks. So I think it's really stunning. It's not anything that's going to blow your mind in terms of the shade range, but this color in particular is quite unique. I think they took shades that are somewhat expected and gave them a little bit of a twist. Last but certainly not least, I picked up 3 new Rouge Allure lipsticks. They came out with 6 limited edition shades in the beautiful limited edition packaging. Because they are so special, they also increased the price, which originally on the training information I saw, it said $43, but I believe I paid $45 for these lipsticks, which is quite a hike from the original price of $38, which they had already gone up from $37. They went up $1, so all of the Chanel lipsticks are now $38, but these were $45, which was a little bit painful because, you know, you get used to paying a specific price, but I do love the packaging on these, so I figured, what the heck, it's holiday, might as well. It is so beautiful. It's a black glossy tube with gold lining. And when you pop the lipstick out, all gold bullet with the Chanel imprint. I picked up 827 Rouge Magnifique, 837 Rouge Spectaculaire, and 847 Rouge Mastueux. And of course, there are 3 that I did not get. 807 Rouge Delicieux is described as a soft rosebud. It looks like a beautiful nude, but I already own a lot of nude lipsticks, so I just decided to skip it for the holiday collection. 817 Rouge Splendide is described as a candy red. It looks more like a vibrant pink, so I just wasn't sure what to think about the color. And then 854 Rouge Noble is a black cherry burgundy. I think this is going to be stunning, and I was honestly torn whether or not I should get 854, or 847. In the end, I went with 847, but I will definitely be revisiting 854 whenever I see it in person. I brought you in a little bit closer so we can finish today's look. Using a fluffy brush, I buffed a little bronzer in the crease to get us started, but I am going to begin with a flat shader brush, and I'm taking the 56 Grandeur Ombre Premier Single Eyeshadow, this beautiful antique gold, and I'm going to put that all over the inner lid. It's always a different experience from swatching an eyeshadow on your arm to applying it to the eyelid. I thought this would be a little bit smoother and creamier. I didn't struggle that much, so it does apply really nicely, but it's not as creamy, I think, as maybe last year's eyeshadows. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with this deep purple, the purple brown, and I'm going to apply that to the outer V and give some depth and dimension. Next, I'm going to take a little precision brush and I'm picking up the purple brown and I'm going to buff that underneath the lower lash line. Eyes are complete, so let's go ahead and use the Metal Peach highlighter. I am so excited to see what this looks like on the cheek, not just my shoulders. Ooh. Really pretty. I love that. It's so soft and subtle, which is what you kind of expect from a Chanel highlighter, but it's the perfect shade for me. Last but not least, we have lips, and I'm going to go in with shade 847 Rouge Majestueux. Ooh, so pretty. It's supposed to be almost like a muted raspberry shade. Oh wow. That's a lot more vibrant than I thought it would be. This is the finished first look using the Chanel Holiday Collection, and I love a good smoky eye, so overall I am very pleased with how it turned out. I'm going to go through a couple of the standouts for me. Number one, I'm going to begin with this lipstick. This is the 847 Rouge Majestueux. Of the three that I purchased, this is my favorite. It is really beautiful. It's not quite red. It's not too deep or too burgundy either. I love these types of colors, and this is just very special. So I look forward to wearing this a lot during the holidays. I don't love paying the higher price point for the lipsticks, I have to be honest, even though they come in very beautiful packaging. But I would say if you are going to pick up a couple, check out the 847. It's beautiful. Also, I really love the highlighter. This is something that I knew I would love. I always look forward to the Chanel highlighters because it's not something that was ever previously part of their usual collection. Now they have added a couple illuminating powders, but anytime they come out with one for holiday, it has special packaging, a beautiful pattern on top. I absolutely love the story behind this, so this to me is stunning, and the color is perfect for my skin tone. And I'm also really looking forward to playing around with this eyeshadow quad. I think a couple of the shades in there are sort of interesting and not something that we've seen in a previous Chanel palette. So I will look forward to creating different looks with this. I believe in my next video, I'm going to put this to work. So be on the lookout for that. As far as the single eyeshadows are concerned, I do love that they have the pattern on top, but if I'm being quite honest, I think these are somewhat skippable. I don't think they are as creamy as last year's single eyeshadows, which for me were amazing. I purchased two, and I should have picked up all four because they were all four really incredible. They were much more sparkly, And I think the pigmentation was just a little bit better. I'm going to continue to play around with them and my opinion might change, but I know for most people who don't have YouTube channels and they're not buying every piece of every collection that they can possibly get their hands on, you have to be really brutal and narrow down your choices, and you want the best of the best. So I'm sort of sitting on the fence about the single eyeshadows. I'm personally happy to add them to my collection, but I think if I was going to chop something off the list, I would say performance-wise, I'm slightly disappointed with the single eyeshadows this year. And that completes today's review, so thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave me your comments, your questions down below. I'm excited to hear from you guys. What do you think about the Chanel holiday collection? What did you pick up? Is there anything that looks interesting to you? Be sure to check out Michelle's channel and her video. I will link it down below, as well as all of these pieces, everything that I used today on my face. Everything's always down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more.